In the beginning is the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God. In the beginning is the voice, and the voice is with God, and the voice is God. In this video, I hope to help you to hear the voice of the beginning. Some of you have asked me to help you on that. So I want to lead you to a ritual that will help you to hear the voice of your soul. Those of you who have followed my videos, you would know what is the voice of the soul. The voice of the soul is the voice of the beginning. It's actually the voice of your I am. Get in touch with the voice, and you actually get in touch with the I am. Some of you have expressed a desire to learn the secret place of the I am. Many a times in the video, I've said that the way to the I am is through resonance. I didn't have the slightest idea of what the resonance is all about, if it was not for the angel who gave me instructions. The angel simply told me that I have to observe my thoughts very attentively from my observer. The angels told me that if I do this, all my prayers would be answered. Because of that promise, I meditated very hard to observe my thoughts. It came at a time of my life when I was quite very sorrowful. Weakness had taken over my body, and I wanted to find a solution. And I earnestly wanted to find a solution. So when the angel spoke to me and gave me the instruction, I hold on to it as the only way to solve my problem and to bring peace to my mind. The angel gave me a promise. If you do this, he said, all your prayers will be answered. Wow. I really couldn't believe it at that point in time. But I simply have no other choice, no other way. It's the best way, I would say. It was only after 10 years of hard practice that suddenly I began to realize that my thoughts and my observer can actually turn into breath, and that I can communicate with my soul. So I know it's difficult to do the kind of resonance that I had achieved. When the angel spoke to me to meditate on the thought, I didn't realize that actually the voice is always speaking to me every moment. And it's happening to you at the same time. Every one of us, we are listening to the voice of the soul, but we don't realize it at all because we are unable to blend with that voice. And the voice of the soul comes from all directions because it comes from within you. So it apparently appears to come from all directions. And you have to seek out for the voice in its particular direction. And it is really tough. A blending of your awareness with the thought. And it's very, very difficult to achieve that blending. And for every human being, I want to say that at every moment you are actually given an opportunity to enter your soul. Every moment. The problem is that you cannot blend to your own voice. And that's the reason why. As I said in my many videos, it's like returning home. It's like returning to your true self. It's you speaking to yourself. But you have to realize that it is you who is speaking to yourself. And you have to blend with the voice of the soul beautifully so that you become one with the soul. And that you're not separated from the soul. So to do that requires a lot of practice, isn't that right? That's right. It requires many years of training so that you always can hear the voice of your soul and can blend with it immediately. There's a secret which I want to explain to you right now. You see, every thought has got a space-time to it. In other words, it comes in a certain direction and at a certain relative timing. It doesn't come just like that. So that's why it's so difficult to resonate with your thought. Because the observer has to follow the direction of the thought, has to follow the timing of the thought. In the same way that when you're born at a different location and a different time. So that springing up from that location and time and direction, an identity like yourself appears. So in the very same way, when you blend with your soul, you have to blend with the thoughts in its direction and in its timing, that is its relative motion. That's why it's difficult for a person who is unable to enter into different states of consciousness to actually resonate. But I've created a video to make it easy for you. And I call this video the ritual or the resonance practice. You'll be able to hear your voice coming from all directions. And in this way, it's easier for you. Because when you hear the voice from different directions, you can make a distinction of that voice. And also note, very importantly, the direction that the voice is coming from. And blend to that voice. The voice will come in its sequence because there is a timing and a direction to every voice. The whole practice is to blend to the voice of your soul. That's the most important secret of all. I call it resonance. I call it blending. But it requires a lot of practice on your part. Many years, I would say. So in other words, there's a lot of commitment to continue with it. So I need you to follow the ritual very carefully. The voice will come to you from different directions. And you must blend with the voice. But it's easier because the voice is coming to you and you can hear it. Whereas in your natural mood, you don't hear that voice from all directions, and you are unable to blend. So if you truly want to discover the I am, do the ritual. There's no compromise about it. I've done it in my life itself. That's right. The physical instructions that you need to do is not that difficult. But what's difficult is the commitment. Because if you do it again and again and again, that's important. Because once you do it again and again and again, you find that your soul will begin to communicate with you. And that's how it's done. It is a voice that will guide you all your life. I am will be speaking to you. Not exactly me. I am is speaking to you. And it's the voice of your own soul. It's important that you hear the voice in the direction it was meant to hear. And it's important that you follow the sequence of the voice as it moves from directions to directions. It's simple as that, but the commitment that you're having is kind of awesome in a sense. What you will realize during the practice is that there is just one soul, but space-time comes with its direction, timing, location. So because the soul is one and space-time is many, to hear the soul requires the ability to touch the voice in its direction, in its timing. So what you're going to do is to practice that ability. And if you constantly do it again and again, you will discover to your great surprise that a magic will appear in your life. That's correct. Because your soul communicates with you, and your soul's will and desire will be expressed in you. That's right. Your life will change magically. You will get what you want. You don't even have to say anything. That's right. You will get what you want. Because your soul and yourself is one. But the important point to remember all the time, if the voice tells you to face the north, make sure you face the north. That's right. The voice comes with a direction, so do not deviate from that direction. The voice also comes with a timing. In other words, when you hear the voice, quickly sync with the voice. Let the voice fill you up at that very instant. If you delay, there's a deviation of timing. A slight deviation is okay, but don't deviate too much. Be very attentive to the voice. Sing with the voice. That is the meaning of the word, to sing with the voice. So the soul and yourself is one. Very important. Do not question the meaning of the voice you hear. Just hear carefully the voice. It is the voice which is important. Sync with the voice. The soul will communicate with you. The I am will communicate with you in the same way that the I am has communicated with me. Something secret is being communicated to you. So all you need to do is just follow instructions. The video comes to you like in 15 minutes. But if you repeat it, it becomes 1 hour. It's better that you do it 1 hour if you can. But try. No, don't miss a day. That's right. Get into it. And you'll be glad that you begin the journey to your soul. And to prepare for the ritual, can you kindly buy a compass so that you know exactly where's the north, where's the south, where's the east, where's the west. You have to get a compass, and wherever you're doing it, that compass is the direction of the north, south, and east and west. Place a video in front of you so that you are not encumbered by a handphone. Your body is free to move. Important is to hear the voice and get a earphone that can hear the voice. And what's the dress code? Well, be like me, bear yourself fully. But if you are not in a private place, just wear convenient clothes. It is always best not to put on your clothes because don't have a mask between you and yourself. But of course, if you're not convenient with it, even in a private place, if you're not very convenient, do at your convenience. Enjoy yourself. Be as yourself. It's very important that you subscribe to my channel. Or otherwise, in the next video, you will miss it. And the next video or the next video will contain the ritual. So if you're ready for that ritual, make sure you subscribe to the video. In the beginning is the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God. In the beginning is the voice, and the voice is with God, and the voice is God. God blessed.